No sleep season has begun, guys. That's what it feels like, right? Donald Trump confirms this idea because, breaking, President Trump says, when Besant goes on TV, everything goes up, right? So as soon as you see this person on live television talking about whatever the case may be, everything pumps, guys, right? It's like the signal. And that's why we're at the beginning, at the forefront of no sleep season, point whatever number we're on, right? Now, Trump is very interesting right now. You wanna know why? Because Trump isn't only bullish, but he's bullish on a specific sector. And that happens to be, what? Cryptocurrencies. Trump says, quote, "I'm a big fan," or crypto fan, end quote. Interesting. He didn't just say, I'm a big fan of Bitcoin. Have you guys noticed how he pointed out crypto as a whole, right? Which includes what? Altcoins, your favorite coin, this coin and that coin, meme coins, S coins. That's today's video, the everything pump. That's what it seems like they're truly going for this. Then Trump says, we are leading China in crypto, right? It seems like every country wants in. And if every country is trying to beat the other country, right, in getting first place, because whoever wins this crypto race wins the future financial system, which in my opinion is going to be more so a level playing field, some way, somehow. But they're going to assert dominance, guys, and buy as much as crypto as possible. And that's why we're going to see the most euphoric run known to mankind, in my opinion. Banks gave the green light that they needed to give. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency green lights crypto services for all banks in the United States. Game on. Why? More than 50 million Americans now hold some form of cryptocurrency, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin, Litecoin, XCC, Tron. There's so many out there. And digital assets continue to represent hundreds of billions in financial activity. You guys see why they want in, right? And they cannot miss this opportunity. So be grateful that you know about the space, you know about this industry, and you actually front ran the people who were supposed to be in the know. That's crazy, isn't it, to think about? The digitalization of financial services is not a trend, it is a transformation. Exactly. Which is why the banks got the green light to custody, hold, and probably sell cryptos. And that's where the big money is. And here's another signal. This comes from Michael Saylor, a Bitcoin maxi. He says that it's time to end the war on crypto, not just Bitcoin. Have you noticed this? How they didn't say it's time to end the war on Bitcoin, but more so crypto in general, guys. The same thing that Trump was talking about, right? Crypto, not just Bitcoin. So this is why I feel like alt season is probably going to begin any moment now. I mean, have you guys seen Ethereum? Parabolically going higher. And they will end the war on crypto, guys. We already knew that this war, right, quote unquote war, was a full-blown show, which tied into the Ripple versus SEC case. So things are looking spectacular right now. Now, just to accelerate this idea even further, what do we have here? Chinese M2 money supply up 8%, but they forecasted, the market forecasted it was going to be 7.2%. The previous was 7%, but the actual number came in as 8%. What does that tell us? That tells us they're on a printing spree, guys, right? They're on a printing spree. So we're seeing these digital assets, right, cryptocurrencies, move higher from all this bullish activity. The final piece of this whole puzzle will be when America starts exploding, right? America starts exploding with their prints. When that goes crazy, cryptos are going to go ballistic. And this chart represents it all. Why? This is basically the everything chart. Let's cross out Bitcoin and add or cryptocurrencies as a whole, or digital assets, right? Digital assets. So the global M2, the white line, and digital assets, it's this bluish line, okay? What does this mean? Well, global M2 liquidity, as you guys can see, Chinese M2 is exploding, right? Rising. Global M2 has been rising for some time. And if Bitcoin does follow the global M2 here, which is every cryptocurrency, such as Ethereum, will follow Bitcoin XRP as well, that means Bitcoin should be at around 160k soon. That's a little bit odd. Why is that odd? I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin's dominance here in just a second. The reason it's odd, guys, is because there was a there's a resistance line, a resistance point for Bitcoin's charts on the log chart. I think for Bitcoin there are 3 sets of resistance: 110k, 140k, and right here 160k, which exactly matches up with this chart, right? Which exactly matches up with this chart. So could Bitcoin explode to 160k, which will then make what explode? The SPX, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, Ethereum, Solana, Sui, all these coins, meme coins, and everything, right? Which follows the liquidity that's pouring in. I think that's going to be the case, because Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says crypto is going to be a part of everyone's 401k. Crypto is, not Bitcoin. Once again, cryptos. Yeah, they're they're literally going to lure everyone in, guys. This is going to be hilarious.
Big news for you guys on the S&P 500. Is that going to change your outlook at all, or the impact that Coinbase has?
Well, we're very happy to be included in the S&P 500 now.
Oh yeah, supposedly they got included into the S&P, guys, which is just mind-boggling, right? Coinbase is what? An exchange, right? Big proponents of cryptocurrency. They are the main exchange in America. So that's weird. Yeah, that tells me that they want everyone in cryptos, that is.
Now means that crypto is here to stay. It's going to be a part of everybody's 401k. It's a testament to the hard work of our employees and our investors, and it's a big appreciation to our customers too that helped us get to be one of the most trusted companies in America, and so we couldn't be happier.
Thank you so much.
Look at that, cryptos are here to stay. And not only is it going to be in your portfolio, but mine as well, and his and hers, and probably the dogs, everyone. A part of everyone's 401k. And here we go. This is where alt season begins. So basically we set the stage, and look what's upcoming next. From Chad: Bitcoin dominance dropping like a brick. Go for launch XRP. Right? Have you guys noticed Bitcoin's dominance? And this is the dominance of Bitcoin, how much space it holds in the crypto market. And when you see this rise, it means money is flooding from altcoins into Bitcoin. And if you see this dump, as it is right now, it means money is flooding from Bitcoin to certain altcoins, which is very bullish for altcoins. And it's been dying, basically. So let's go to the Bitcoin dominance chart, and let's check. So yeah, it's been falling, guys. Just this tumble, by the way, look what happened. Look what it did to altcoins, right? Bitcoin dominance just lost 1%, right? Or like multiple percentage, like 5%. And crypto Twitter is losing their minds, right? Because that's what's happening right now, guys. That's how it works, right? You don't need this to even fall that much for altcoins to rise. Look, this is when XRP exploded. Right here, 8% XRP exploded, right? So imagine when this thing dies, which it will one day. The only concern I have right now for alt season is Bitcoin is about to retest this line, this moving average on the weekly, about 61%. Right, so it seems like altcoins will still go up for a bit, but Bitcoin needs to hold this line as resistance like it did previously. If it holds it as support like this, right, it's going to shoot back up. So watch out for that if you are looking for alt season. Now, could that be the case? We'll see, because Bitcoin dominance is at the top of a 2-year ascending broadening wedge. A reversal has now happened, which means the biggest altcoin rally of the cycle has finally begun. Wow. So this is the ascending broadening wedge, guys. A certain pattern. This is Bitcoin on the 2-weekly chart. This is crazy. Look at this. So this pattern consists of higher highs and higher lows, right? Higher highs and higher lows, and when it finally breaks this region, when it finally breaks this support region, that's when that's when death will occur, and that's when alt season will occur. And look at all this liquidity down here, 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 all the way. It's literally everywhere. So when alt season happens, it's gonna happen fairly fast, guys. Right, but again, we need to go above certain key points, because we're at a significant point in time, not just for Bitcoin, Dow Jones, the S&P 500, but as well as this chart. Right, it's either do or die. From Benjamin Cohen, I think we'll see alt versus Bitcoin pairs get rejected at their bull market support band. So this is alt versus Bitcoin pairs, guys. When we've seen this rise like this, that was alt season. Here as well. Insane alt seasons, okay? And right now we're at a critical point, because if you check this chart, we're at what? Let's see what he calls it. At their bull market support band. It either holds as support or resistance. Held as support here, but dropped. Held as resistance here. And it's been holding at resistance. So the major thing, if you guys want to see alt season, is for this to go up, to hold at support and blast off. That's when alt season will occur, right? So things aren't looking too bad in my humble opinion right now. We're at a significant point in time where it's either do or die, but external factors such as this is making me bullish, and all this other stuff. So we'll see what happens next, because things are looking quite bullish. Not financial advice. All season is probably around the corner, and Bitcoin dominance is going to fly, or shall I say die, which will make altcoin dominance fly. Not financial advice. Whatever size of face is. See ya.